very much, Anthony. Now we have Marco Medici. He is a research fellow at the Department of Architecture of the University of Ferrara, where he teaches 3D representation techniques. So again, a very technical speaker, but he's also the founding partner and the technical director of the university spin-off Inception. And he's going to tell us a bit about effective management and visualization of 3D content. Marco, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Alex. And good afternoon to everyone. As Alex said, quite a technical speech, the one from today. So basically, starting from what Anthony said and what Anthony showed, we have seen that we have several kind of, we have a variety of data, mostly 3D data, and we need to find a way to understand how to connect those data. I mean, if we are looking at a 3D model, we cannot think about having just a digital replica of the reality. Okay, it could be super great, but at the same time, we do need to add an added value. So we will have point cloud models, mesh models, textures. We can also have reconstructive model like BIM models or finite element models. And so we need to bring everything together and try to create an added value from merging them together. So basically what we try to offer to within the 5D Culture project was the optimization of one of the technology that we developed in previous project that is called Inception Core Engine. That basically is a tool for converting BIM and HBIM models into semantic data. So I don't know if you are familiar with BIM models. Basically, are reconstructive model in which we are segmenting buildings into different pieces based on their function or their shapes. So basically, what we are doing here is taking the 3D model, the BIM model, translating into semantic triples that can be used for the semantic web language in order to connect different elements and different knowledge to the the different pieces of the model, and then based on that, using a kind of data enrichment process. What you can see here is basically the a basic interface of the platform, in which, as you can see, we are not using only the 3D model that is in the center of the screenshot, but also we do have a project name connected to that, different view modes. We have metadata, inspector, query, and so on and so forth. So just to show a short video. Yeah, for instance, here we have you have a church in Italy, Immacerata, in order to be correct. And as you can see here, you have different information related to the different elements of the model. As what you are looking at the beginning was a mesh model, but as you can see behind it, there is a kind of hidden layer of other elements, segmented elements. So you could have beams, columns, slab, and so on and so forth. So the 3D element has been reconstructed into different pieces, and to every piece has been associated a name and a set of properties. You can filter it by different floors and with several other filters. You can have placeholders, you can have a lot of information inside there. And looking into different pieces, you do not need to think about the entire model as an entire piece, but an aggregation of different pieces. And thanks to those, you can navigate and understand where are different parts of the models. For instance, here we are navigating inside 3D models in order to see information associated to a specific altar or other documentation to the 3D model itself. Here, for instance, we are looking at a specific model that is a detail of a specific part of the church. Let's go to the next slide. And so based on this approach, we tried to enrich the models with new data and attachment. We have seen, for instance, in the previous speeches that we have virtual environment, immersive environments. And for instance, let's look at again at this one. Basically, you can associate the different experiences, like this one, for instance, that has been developed as an immersive experience. And in here, you can understand, you can connect this experience to the specific piece of the model in which you develop the immersive reality itself. Try to go to the next slide. Okay. We try to use this approach also in order not to connect only whatever we are developing within the project, but also for aggregating whatever has been developed even in previous experiences. For instance, we tried to integrate, let's go a little bit slower. Let me show this model here, for instance. This is the one that Anthony developed and already showed. And as you have seen, Anthony showed different pieces of the model, different 3D models that has been developed as different pieces of rocks, stones, and whatever. So we have followed the same approach in order to segment with them the same model, and every stone in there can be clicked, and clicking on that stone, you can retrieve the name of the stone and the 3D model, the detailed 3D model. It doesn't matter where the 2D model is. You can host it on our platform, on your own repository. You can even host it on Sketchfab. I mean, we are not proposing a way of hosting 3D model in at this stage. We are not proposing only to host a 3D model on a specific platform, but basically we are offering a tool for aggregating 3D models coming from different places in order to understand where they are positioned in the overall site that has been digitized in 3D. Of course, as I show, we cannot rely only on something like Sketchfab. And so I'd like to thank also Mateusz Strauss that will talk at the end of this panel, because they, at Arctur, they also developed a new platform that is based on a portal and a repository that can somehow offer an added value and can offer also a better experience that the one that we are already, for instance, we can already appreciate using Sketchfab and similar platforms. For instance, they developed this new 3D -heritage.eu portal on which you can have improved functionalities on mesh models, like progressive model loading, like a new interface for navigation, annotation, measurement on surfaces, length, and so on and so forth. And this is working together with a repository for 3D that has been used by the entire 5D project in order to host their different models. Also for this platform, we'd like to show a short video in which you can see that we are also offering this other viewer for visualizing mesh models. So in order to conclude my speech, what I would like to stress and the activities related to the management and visualization of 3D model in the 5D culture project should be a new approach in which you are not only publishing online 3D models in order to see a digital replica of what the reality is, but rather you can offer an added value in which 3D models and information are seamlessly offered to the wider public and audience in order to make 3D models an effective way to assess knowledge rather than only looking at what has been created in 3D. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marco. I think this is a really important message that you can go beyond the replica and really go the extra mile then afterwards.